Hey guys, so here bringing you another video. Welcome back to Unranked Diamond, playing the non-popular champions in their role still. I'm not going to be doing this for too much longer because, again, the idea is I'm bulk recording a little bit ahead. When I finish today's stream and tomorrow's stream, I'm then having a bit of time off. When I get back to the ranked grind, basically a week today on Monday, I think I'm going to try and prioritize the main account again. But then when we do Unranked to Diamond, I think from then on we're going to change the vibe of it to then go, as we've said, the opposite. We've been playing all the underrated champions, or the not great champions, and the not popular champions. Why don't we go and then just play meta champions and actually see, is it easier? Are they stronger? I think that would be actually kind of interesting. Oh, he didn't walk back in the bush. Okay. What's up, Moxim?
Minions have spawned.
Have I ever been to a Cowboys game? No. Although I just noticed the happy number has gone down. The constant grind of a content creator. Doran's Ring of Kali. I know some champions do that, like Vlad goes Doran's Ring and stuff, but I don't know if Akali does. Alright, so we have a Yorick, so this is going to be a 4v5. When are you getting the tour? So yeah, I'll just say official news about the office tour. There's a few things that I'm waiting on that I want to be included in the office tour. One of it is, I would just say, something by Secret Lab, who obviously are my chair people and my desk people. They are sending me something, so I definitely want that in the video. Secondly, I do need to also hang up a bit of artwork and sort out the back display a little bit more. I just haven't had the time or energy to do it at the moment. And then kind of the bigger thing, really, to me at least, is people know I'm a content creator due to having a bit of inspiration from another two content creators. Unfortunately, one of them obviously is no longer about. But I got in contact with one of them, and he is actually sending me a signed thing to put up in the office, so which is insane. So I think that's really cool, and I want that 100% to be featured in the office tour, because that's gonna be awesome. And that is, I don't really know what the latest about that is. I think it might be on its way, but I'm unsure. Nice. Good poke. So again, why is Brand not really played? I will just say we did play a Brand game earlier. It went horrible. But it wasn't really anything to do with Brand, and that's why it wasn't uploaded. If it's to do with the champion, then I'll upload it, because that's kind of the whole part of the series. But when it's nothing to do with the champion we're playing, and it's just we got mega camped by the enemy jungle, and our jungler didn't come bot, it was a Kayn, which is fine, because, you know, the Kayn wants to prio lanes for his form. But the lanes that the Kayn got quite fed and quite strong, but then both the individuals lost still. So, yeah, that wasn't good. That looks quite good. Oh. Oh my god, that didn't hit him? Okay. Oh, I did get it. Dark Harvest. That's what I've been looking for ages on this Rakan. You want to get those Dark Harvest stacks as quick as you can. What have they got? Okay, they don't have heal, but they've got cleanse. He's dead. 6 health, 3 health. He's not dead. my god, look how low they are. Advertisement stuff is all automatic based with Twitch. We don't really control much of that anymore because of what Twitch has done with ads. Whoa, nice. Yeah, Echo, I don't know. He flashed and everything for me there. I don't know if that was incredibly worth for him. We can manually trigger them, yeah. But basically, the way that Twitch works, just so if people aren't updated with everything, for, you know, however long Twitch has been a thing, they have never done very well with advertisements. I've always said, you know, Twitch is kind of a joke as it comes to adverts. Twitch are trying to break a bit more into the advert world. So as creators, we are actually offered incentives every month, and we get to pick one of 3, and it's automatic ads per hour. So this month, I think it's 4 minutes of ads per hour that I automatically plays on my channel. And for doing that, I do get paid for the adverts also, but I also get a flat kind of bonus for doing it for the month. And just to put it in perspective, it's a decent amount of money. Obviously, I'm going to give an example here, and mine obviously is nowhere near this, but one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, I can't remember who it was, but one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, he got one of his incentives and he actually put it on Twitter, which you're not supposed to do. And his incentive was like play 5 or 6 minutes of ads automatically a month and get a bonus $22,000 at the end of the month. Yeah, mine is obviously nowhere near that. But it does put in perspective, like, it is a decent amount in relation to how much we make. So, yeah. Yep. But if you're a regular viewer, obviously do consider becoming a subscriber. It is cheaper right now with September, and then you won't have ads. So, you know, if you want to consider that, that would be amazing. If not, no worries. Oh, I didn't go up. So I do also think Brand Jin is, by the way, a really good combo. Because Brand can trigger, like, the Jin, and then he can W, and then when they're W'd, Brand can just unload the whole damage. So I actually like this duo of Brand Jin quite a lot. And that is, I would say, another negative of Brand is there are a bunch of AD carries that I would not consider very good for him in a duo situation. Brand definitely. Sorry, Jin definitely. Caitlyn, I'd even say, is pretty good. Anything with, like, decent poke range. Brand is not an all-in. The only one that I would say might be okay for an all-in type of playstyle is Draven, because it's that kind of hyper aggression that Brand can help. But typically, you're looking to play Brand as a bit of a lane bully with poke. That's kind of what you're looking to do. No thingy for you. Hey, Nishiro. So it does seem that, you know, we are actually having a bunch of jungle pressure this game, which is a little bit rare. But I will welcome it. Oh, missed the W. But again, not bad. We'll take that little bit of poke. Harass. Every bit like that is lane control, ultimately. What? There you go. They group together. The moment that they group together, they're in kill range. Wow. I was going to get that if he missed. Nice. Do I live a comfortable life being a streamer? That's a good question. It depends. It completely defines your definition of it. Am I lucky with what I have? You know, yes, 100% lucky. I am so grateful with what I have. You know, I've managed to buy a house fairly young in life. I've got a nice car. Like, I'm 100% grateful and lucky, and I will never forget that. But am I relaxed in any way? No. Like, I'm about to have 4 days off, and in my head, I'm like, these 4 days off are going to ruin me for the next month or two. You know, my viewer number's going to go down, subscriber number's going to go down, everything's going to get punished for having time off. You're constantly, in a way, worried that, like, you know, YouTube is very famous for making big, broad changes on their platform without really saying anything. I overstay. I've got no control over what YouTube decides to do, what Twitch decides to do. If they do something that is bad, it could be my job that I can no longer do. You constantly feel that. And I'm in that kind of weird area that I'm big enough that I can do this full time. And on average per month, I am making, you know, a bit in savings, which is great. Obviously less now with a mortgage and everything being paid, but that's great. But I don't have that security. Like, again, if you're a big streamer, it's amazing because it's like, well, you get to play video games, you get to do all that, and you make a crazy amount enough to don't worry about money. Unfortunately, I'm still in the I have to worry about money area. As Just Silver Scrub, 3 months, tier 1. Thank you so much, dude. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. That means a lot. Hello, Queen Plib. But it's where I have said numerous times, I am in a realistic mind frame that I know whenever I say it, my community especially goes, no, I know I can't do this forever. I'm not under the illusion that I can do this forever. I'm not big enough to, and I don't even know if I'd want to a certain degree. Like, it sounds weird. I still have moments fairly often where I yearn to go in an office and wear a suit to go and work. Like, I yearn for that. And I know to some people that's their nightmare. That's what you're doing now. You're like, dude, I'd do everything I can to not do that. And that's the thing. You do, or whatever you do is what you... Boom, damage, baby. Whatever you do right now, you want the other thing. That's life, you know? But it's weird. Wear a suit on stream? Good, I guess. The grass is always greener. Yeah. To some people, they obviously... And, you know, I love the job that I do. But there are some people out there that's like, there's no disadvantage to being a streamer. There's a few. There's definitely a few. Okay, so, Brand. Doesn't seem too bad, does it? That's the thing. Brand is the type of champion that in this mini-series, and Brand in general, we're either going to have an amazing game and everybody's going to be like, Brand's amazing, why would you not play Brand? But on the flip side, like the game earlier, it went terribly because that is Brand as a champion. You either do amazing or you do terrible. There is no in between with this champion. And that is ultimately, well, it's one of the reasons why he's not really played. The other reasons, he can't mid. So just to say, like, Huz, wouldn't you play him in mid lane? He's originally a mid laner. Yeah, originally a mid laner. He cannot play mid at all anymore. He's too immobile, and he also doesn't do as much damage as actual mids. But also the fact you don't always want an AP mage as your support. That's quite a big one as well. You don't want an AP mage as your support. Sometimes, and most of the time, you actually want a support. Crazy, I know. He's dead, the Rakan. I might have him. Ah. That wasn't good. But again, Aatrox is getting involved in the fight, and obviously Yorick is always going to be alone. Personal question, but is your reason for wanting to in the office space because you earn for the social aspect? Partially, not all of it. Part of it is the structure. As a content creator, I'm pretty structured. I have my set times of I upload 2 videos a day at these set times every single day. I start my stream at 11 every day. I'm pretty structured for a content creator, but I'd say part of my life is not very structured. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And ultimately, what I am, let's not beat around the bush, I am a self-employed individual. Sometimes, and I think maybe, I don't know, other people who are self-employed, I think will 100% get this. Sometimes I don't want to be the end of the line. Sometimes I don't want to be, if I don't do anything, nothing gets done. Because obviously I am, like, in the HuzzyGames, everything is me. So sometimes I don't want to be just the end of everything. I don't know, it's weird. It's hard to explain. I landed the stun, did the damage, but Akali's still Akali. Good W. He might be dead. Okay, we got Leandries now. That's going to help a bunch. Oh, so yeah, the Aatrox is really trying to get involved. Oh, positioning. Oh, that was bad positioning. So we are losing this game because we are getting outnumbered. Well, yeah. Hey, Avika. Because basically, Yorick is not in this game for us. That's the unfortunate thing with always having a Yorick, is it's a 4v5. That looked weird. Zack's now dead. I don't know why Zack is overextended to this amount. That's a bit of a weird overstay. Well, this game is turning on its head. The hell? Did he try? Okay. He tried to do it and Echo just smite stole it. I'm not letting a Yorick ping me when he's just AFK. Through that. That's a Nopas from me. In theory, the Yorick should win the 1v1. Well, I don't know, actually. Aatrox has got Gore Drinker now. And Yorick's dead. His build is a bit peculiar. Full lethality, armor pen Yorick. Weird. Yeah, teamwork is definitely lacking in this game for us. Yeah, enemy team have got objective bounties. Enemy team literally, also H-Amando. Enemy team have got objective bounties when they've just got like really fed. Like, dude, the Echo's got a Magi and stuff, like, which is, that is weird, to be fair. I've only watched one episode of Rings of Power. I was saying to my girlfriend we were watching, is like, this doesn't feel like Lord of the Rings. That's what my biggest complaint was so far. But obviously, yeah, I've only watched one episode. I've also got House of Dragon to watch later today. The build is okay. He's a famous one-trick Yorick who does it. Yeah, but this guy isn't that Yorick. Like, the thing that's always been really stupid about people mimicking crazy one-tricks is you're not that one-trick. I don't know why people think that they can pull off builds that crazy one-tricks can. It's always weird to me. Did I enjoy the race yesterday? Not really. So I got one shot by an Akali. Nice champion. Don't think Yasuo should be trying to go alone. This is what we're doing this whole game, is we're just going alone. We need to stop going alone. Like, why? Also, why is even Yorick grouping? If you're playing Yorick, you have to commit to the split push because that's all your champion's good at. if I do use this the best. Is he taking this? Bro, I literally thought he was coming up just to take the blue. Ollie every time. Just one-shots me in every single fight. Oh, I got Rakan. Nice. I think we win the fight, though, at least, because the Akali keeps focusing us support. So that's the negative that what the Akali's doing. Why is she focusing us support when the rest of our team is actually quite strong? Oh, good. War tornado. Didn't even have time to put my stopwatch on. Okay, that looked kind of funny. Don't even keep doing it. Wait till Echo's nearly dead. Oh, oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, my God. That was really bad. That Yorick might have just rage quit. I'm not even kidding. Okay, he's back. Hey, Melkor. I mean, Zac should be coming over to Baron now because their jungler's dead. So at least, hopefully, a smite steal can't happen. We want to fight because we have the number advantage as well. Dude, why is that guy so swishy? Please. Not even close, baby. Hog. Why is everyone focusing me so much? I don't understand. Akali's focusing me. Kai'Sa. Like, I'm not the carry, but like, well, that's the one thing about Brand. I will say, you're not the carry, but it's not the most unusual thing for a Brand to do some of the highest damage in the game. But they shouldn't be focusing me. That's one thing to say. They shouldn't be focusing me. Compared to the carrying, like, I'm not going to be carrying as much as a Jhin or anything like that. Be a Yasuo. I guess I'm easier to kill than those champions, and that might be why. Oh wait, I could have afforded Death Cap. Not Death Cap. Sonya. Oops. Also, I think I've mentioned it, but I don't remember. I swapped my keyboard because I did make a mistake when I did my initial Razer order. I ordered an optical keyboard where I prefer mechanical. So I have now swapped to the latest Black Widow. I think it's the Black Widow Pro. It's technically a wireless keyboard, but I'm not using it in any type of wireless. So it's fully always plugged in. And so far, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Very satisfying to use. What is this build? That's really weird. If the Aatrox is doing better, like that's the type of build that I imagine an Aatrox would kind of eat up. Because it's so squishy. Hey, Pengu. How you doing? Where's the enemy team? I was wondering if they were like waiting in a bush. God, they used a lot on a Zac. I thought they'd be in there. That's why I avoided it. I was like, that's a bit sus. Oh no, I imagine his damage is going to be mentally good, isn't it? So squishy. But this is the thing. If he gets outnumbered, he's just going to get one shot. But that's fine. It's technically a worse death because they've now opened up their whole base with 2 inhibs, so it's fine. Okay, I didn't really mean to just... I didn't mean to use everything then on just one. Oh, I hit it! Why are you so desperate to kill me? I don't understand. I'm just a little support. Look at the Echo was coming to kill me again. What? Why is the enemy team so inclined for me? What the hell? Enemy team, I would say, like, we were winning this game probably anyway, but they really needed to stop focusing me as much as they did. You think I'm going to be top of damage chart? I don't know. I know I'll be near it, but still. Yeah, maybe they just don't like Brand. We all have those champions we all just don't like. And some people will just focus that champion more. Zach. Oh yeah, anything worth knowing? Well, let's bring this up. Sorry, I forgot to do this. Da da da. And then ba ba da. All right. So he doesn't really play Echo. Whoa, that's bad. Nearly 200 games of Akali, negative win rate. That's not good. Aatrox, fairly new to the champion. Vulnerable as well. So he does play a bit of Yorick. Again, he also goes Ignite Exhaust. Wow. Doesn't play Yasuo, 3 loss streak. 1 trick Zax with 2.5 million master points. Wow. Jin went 0-7 in his last game, so good recovery by him. And then, yeah, Brand not too bad. So nothing crazy to show there. And let's have a little looky. All right. So we got promoted to Plat 2. Again, we haven't really been focusing on climbing on this series. We could have had... The Unranked to Diamond could officially be over a while ago, but this is not really the point of this series. Hey, Bouncy. What we are showing is, though, you can climb and just play... You know, we are actively showing we are climbing in Platinum, playing random champions, and not even just random champions. We are playing the bad champions in League of Legends right now. So, yeah. So we do 19.2. So, yeah, we did second most damage in our team. Yasuo did do the most, who, as again, I said they probably should have been focusing Yasuo. Compared to the enemy team, though, yeah, very little damage by the enemy bot lane. 7.3 by a Kai'Sa. Echo, little damage. Their Akali did a lot. She was one-shotting people because, yeah, Akali. But apart from that, we out-damaged all of them, obviously. So first was Yasuo, then Akali, and then moi. Yeah, overall not too bad. So but this game did show both the positive and partially negative of Brand. He does decent damage, but he's very immobile. And it's either going to go pretty good or it's going to go pretty bad. Someone's just saying, Dalton's asking about a Aurelion Soul game. I've kind of decided just to wait till his rework, because we know a big rework is coming for Aurelion. So if I played Aurelion in this kind of mini-series of playing the bad champions, underrated champions, all we're going to be saying in that video is, oh, he's getting a rework soon. So we just may as well wait for that rework. But anyway, that's going to be it. If you guys did enjoy, do throw a like on it, throw a comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Goodbye.